Welcome to Black Therapist Private Practice Podcast. I am your host, Montoyia McGowan, licensed clinical social worker and recently 200-hour yoga teacher certified person. So let's get into it. Why am I here? I'm in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm a licensed clinical therapist. I enjoy seeing Black people. I enjoy seeing people of color. And right now, the stigma behind mental health is starting to diminish. And I am extremely grateful to be able to be a part of that. So the issue that we're having is there's not enough of us. There's not enough Black therapists. There's not enough licensed clinical social workers. There's not enough licensed clinical counselors. There's not enough of us. So here's some statistics. The African American population is 41.4 million in the U.S. 12% of that population is African American, Black. On average, 85% of the mental health providers are white. Only 5% are Black. 5% of therapists are therapists of color, are Black therapists. 1 to 2% of them are psychiatrists. It's not enough. We need more licensed clinical therapists who can help. But what I have found is, especially on social media, there's a lot of people who don't know that they have the ability to be a therapist. They don't know that they have the credentials already. They have the skills already. They just need help cultivating it. So the way I got started in private practice, first of all, I was working my dream job, or so I thought I was working my dream job at the VA hospital. As a social worker, I was making money and I was enjoying it. And as I was studying for my licensure, for licensed clinical social work, I started listening to podcasts. And a couple of the podcasts were telling me that I could be a therapist and that I could have my own private practice. And I was like, what? Why would I want to do that? But the freedom that came with it, and also being able to still continue to do what I love and be paid for it, it was a journey. It was a mental, emotional journey that I had to learn how to process. But I started to love it, and it got to the point to where I loved it so much to where my dream job ended up being me being a full-time therapist. And so I'm a full-time therapist here in Memphis, and most of the things that I have learned have been from listening to podcasts, from paying to be a part of different coaching events, paying to be a part of different summits. And I have been able to help several people start their own private practice that didn't know that they could, that didn't know that they wanted to. Some of them will be guests on this show, and I'm really, really, really excited for y'all to meet them. And I just want to be able to help you cultivate the skills that you already have. I want to help you be able to learn to live in your authenticity, and also know that you have the ability to be able to be a part of God's will for somebody else's life, to help their emotional quality of life increase and start to be a part of a journey where people are breaking emotional and generational curses. We are the reason why a lot of people are not having to have the traumas that they could have, because we're helping them to learn how to do better. So I'm excited. Thank you for stopping by. I hope that you continue to come back for more shows. There's a couple of places you can reach me. We are going to be having a couple of local kickbacks for therapists of color, because we are not your average therapist. We are not what you think we look like. We got tattoos, we got hair color, we got naturals, we got piercings. We are reaching people who look like us. We are helping get rid of the stigma of something has to be wrong with you for you to go to therapy. No, therapy is an investment in yourself. Coming to therapy is really a luxury. And I'm bougie with my boundaries. I'm bougie with my energy. I learned how to do that through therapy. And I also learned how to cultivate and be who I am. so that I can attract clients that are for me and repel people that are not, and be okay with it. So you can reach me on my website if you are interested in being a sponsor, because this is where Black therapists are coming to learn everything that they need that will be a part of their business and their culture and the culture of the clients that they have coming to see them. Also, next year, I will be hosting a summit for Black therapists in private practice. It'll be a conference, a 3-day conference here in Memphis, Tennessee. We'll have good food. We'll have lots of things for you to do and for you to participate in. And we are excited about the things that are coming up so that you can learn how to serve people that you love helping, and also make some money while you're doing it. Money mindset is extremely, extremely important when you are an entrepreneur and you are learning how to live in your gift, and knowing that your gift helps people to transform their lives. And so they're not paying for your time, they're paying for a transformation, and knowing how to charge for that appropriately. Yes, you could definitely be giving it away for free, but that's not what we want, because if you are not living a good quality of life, then you can't be there for your clients in ways that they need for you to be. If you're worried about paying your light bill, you can't help somebody else who is in a financial struggle. So we want to give you the tools that you need to help you cultivate the quality of life that you want to have as a therapist, so that you can reach more people, so that we can increase that number from 5% to as high as we can possibly get it. And you can find me at stopinthechase.com, and remember to subscribe to this channel. Also, if you have any questions, any comments, or if you have any suggestions of topics and things that you would like to discuss, leave them in the comment section and we'll definitely get back to you.
So I have something to say.
Okay.
I think you forgot something.
What did I forget?
You forgot your website, Bougie. What is it? Stop in the Chase. So is it? Is your website Bougie Boundaries too?
No, stopinthechase.com is where you can go to get. I forgot to say that I do have a download there for people who are wanting to start their private practice and want to know what some of the things are that you need to do to get started. I say it's very easy. It seemed like it was super easy for me to start my private practice. It wasn't as challenging as I expected it to be. So this checklist should be something to help you get started and have an idea of what you need to do, and with as little financial investment as possible, because your licensure is really the huge investment. You already have what you need. So you can go to my website, www.stopinthechase.com, for that free download. And also, the population that I enjoy working with are entrepreneurs, especially entrepreneurs who are the rescuers, the helpers, the fixers, the go-to person, the ones who are emotionally exhausted from putting out fires and taking care of everybody else. And actually, these are the people who struggle with codependency. And the antidote to codependency is learning to have bougie boundaries, managing your energy, having super bougie energy, knowing that if you are going to engage in a conversation or a relationship with somebody, if it's not a conduit type relationship, if there's not a flow, then you may be giving out more than you should. And so you may be starting to get close to giving from an empty cup. And when you start to have bougie boundaries and bougie energy, your soul will be rested, your spirit will be rested, and you'll be able to give from your overflow. On my website, there's t-shirts that can help you start to practice having bougie boundaries and managing your bougie energy. Did I catch everything?
Yes, you did.
Hey. So I'm so excited. I'm really looking forward to helping people learn stuff that I had to DIY and save you tons of money and tons of time, and have real live conversations with things that Black therapists and Black clinicians have to deal with, because we are a completely different culture than our counterparts, and we have different issues than our counterparts have. Even when it comes to how we talk to our clients and how we engage with them. I am able to do EMDR, but even with EMDR, emotional, what is, you have to cut this part off because I can't remember this. Anyway, EMDR, it's a therapeutic technique. But because we're in the South, I have to be cautious about using EMDR with people that I have not built a rapport with. And so even with the culture of African Americans and Southern African Americans, you can't do stuff that they may be like, is this witchcraft? Like, what you trying to do? Is this some type of get out? And so we have to be more creative and be comfortable being creative. Also making sure that we maintain confidentiality and that we are cautious about ethical dilemmas. And I just think that it's something that's different for our culture that we have to be willing to find ways to work through to make sure that people get the things that they need so that they feel like their investment in therapy is definitely an investment in their future. I think I got everything. Let me make sure. Yeah, so we need more Black therapists, and I want to help you.